Hi everyone, welcome to our auto insurance unit. In this unit, we're going to be doing things a little differently, so I thought I'd put this video together to kind of help you navigate the content of this unit. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to call to your attention is the auto insurance progress tracker. So this is this document here. You'll have it as a paper document in your physical notebook. What you're going to be doing, instead of everyone in class doing the exact same thing every single day, like all together, you're going to be able to move through the content of the course at your own pace and get feedback along the way as to how well it's going and how much you understand or what things you don't quite understand yet. So I think it's going to be a really fun process for all of us, and here's how it works. So I've broken the unit up into the 8 main objectives that I want you to learn. So these are the 8 big ideas that you need to know. For each big idea, there's 3 parts. There's a knowledge acquisition part. So here's this one. This is where you're learning the new material. There's a practice part. Well, this is where you take what you've learned in the knowledge acquisition and you apply it and you play around with the ideas and get them kind of driven into your head a little bit. And then after you're done with those 2, there's a mastery check. This is like a short quiz that lets me know whether you've got it, or that lets me and you obviously know whether you've got the main ideas or whether you need a little bit more help or need to rethink a few things to get there. Okay? So the way this works is you'll start with the knowledge acquisition. In this case, it's listed as a must-do. Must-do are the core part of the class. You have to do them in order to move forward. Notice on Objective 5, there's another one called should-do. A should-do assignment is something like it sounds like. You should do it. It will help you with the course. You will do better on the exam at the end of the unit if you do these assignments. But if you've fallen behind, you could skip a should-do assignment to help you catch up a little bit, knowing that that's going to hurt you a little bit in terms of your learning in the course. Not a huge amount, but a little bit. And then the last category is aspire to do. These are ideas that are beyond the scope of the course. They either dig deeper or go beyond in some way. They will not affect your grade in any way. I do think doing the aspire to do will help you in the unit exams, but there'll be no specific questions about that content. So hopefully that's clear for the must do, should do, aspire to do. All right, now where to find all this stuff? So the knowledge acquisition for Objective 1 can be found on Google Classroom. So let's click over and take a look at what it would look like. So here I'm in the auto insurance unit in the classwork section of Google Classroom. Objective 1 knowledge acquisition. So this is where I would go for that first one. I would read the instructions and then do the assignment. And here, if you have questions about what to do, make sure you're asking 3 classmates first, because they can probably answer your question without getting me involved. And then if everybody's like, well, I'm not really sure, or you still don't feel comfortable, ask me, I will help. All right, and the next one is a practice, and the location of this practice is paper or Google Classroom. When you see this paper or Google Classroom, what that means is if you're in class, or you're going to be in class tomorrow, just grab it from me. It's a paper worksheet. If you know you're not going to be in class for a few days or you don't want to fall behind, you can find that same paper worksheet on Google Classroom as a document, and you can print it at home if you want on a piece of paper, fill it out on your own, bring it into class, great. Or you could fill out, if you didn't have a printer, you could write the answers on a separate piece of paper. All right. Mastery checks are paper only. So what paper only means is that you got to get it from me, because I'm going to want to talk to you about a couple things before you take your mastery checks. I think that's it. That's under 4 minutes of an explanation. If you've got any questions still, ask people, ask me. You'll get help. Have a great one. Enjoy the unit.